white flag in the air from Homestead, Miami. And Kyle Clenworth, who found that late yellow giving him some pressure, but instead has risen up to the challenge, will stay ahead by 0.6 of a second, and 2 more corners left to finalize his first win in the VOR IndyCar Series. The most dominant driver of the night will stand tall in South Florida. Checkered flag. Kyle Clenworth comes away with his first career VOR IndyCar Series win. But it is the typical dominator of the race who will not get it stolen away from him. Kyle Clenworth comes away with the win from Homestead. And that's what's going to show you the difference between himself and the rest of the pack. 223 laps led of the 250. That is possibly more than 80% of the race. And a well-deserved celebration. Kyle Clenworth, VOR IndyCar Series winner from Miami. Dominant from the get-go. What are the emotions and how great does it feel to get the victory tonight, given all things considered?
Thanks, Kenneth. Sorry I pulled into the wrong interview box. I didn't realize my mic wasn't working, so happy to get over that hiccup and join you guys at Victory Lane. Bring this Rogue Racing, Votive Racing League Chevrolet into the winner's circle. It feels great. I've come close a couple times in the Velocity Online Racing League before, and used to call these races up in the booth. So from behind the headset to behind the wheel, you know, I got them all covered today. Just out for a Saturday afternoon drive, really.
That's a great story, and I guess Saturday Night Drive is the perfect description of it because no one could hold a candle to your performance. What went behind the outright speed you had this evening, whether it be the setup, just the comfort, what helped you succeed and stay in your zone, even through that first half of the race where it felt like nobody could gain a rhythm with all these yellows?
Yeah, absolutely. The first part of the race was definitely just the Gary Godso strat, just ride around, log some laps, and survive. You'll find yourself with a good finish at the end. So shout outs to Gary for teaching me a whole lot behind the wheel and behind the mic. Glad to have him on board with the channel we have. And you know, just staying consistent and staying focused on knowing what your fuel number is and where your tires should be. Practice was a little bit warmer than where we were in the race, so I knew that I could run a little harder because I ran as hard as I could in practice, and I couldn't burn the right rear off, even like trying to, right? The setup was honestly pretty good and really racy and dirty air. I really loved how you could build a lot of momentum on the high side. So I used that especially to get around lap traffic, and whenever I was buried when I chose to go off cycle from the other leaders, which ultimately I think won me the race because I was able to go long and extend all those runs and put the rest of my competitors in the danger zone.
So with this win, it's 223 laps led, absolute standoff with everybody else, but it was perfectly your race until the checkered flag. You come away with this win. We talk about a 9-race season in season 14 of the VOR IndyCar Series, so not a lot of time to make an imprint on the championship. How much momentum will this win and this dominant performance give you, and how much confidence will it give you as we head into New Hampshire in 2 weeks' time?
Well, I'll have to survive Road Atlanta and the Indy GP course. I'm very bad at road course racing, so we'll see if I can get better at that and protect this lead that I have. I wasn't expecting to come in and dominate like I did today, but you know, it's good for the points. So instead of being a part-timer, I might just have to run full-time and see if I can get the championship for me, and see if my teammate Jesper wants to show up and race some of these with me.
Looks like, Kyle, that the racing universe is giving you a sign to run full-time in this series. That's for sure, given the way this race went. Kyle, congratulations on the victory tonight here from Homestead, Miami, and best of luck. Hopefully we'll get to see you soon in the series. Hopefully it's at New Hampshire, but congrats on the dub.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Kyle Clenworth comes away with the victory. We'll try and pick up the second-place finisher. Rookie Roden Eftink ends up with the best run in his first start. Daniel, you've got him.
Well, Roden Eftink, your first ever start, a P2. How do you feel about all that?
I mean, I'm flabbergasted, to be honest. I don't know what to say. First time on this track, first time in this series, first time in any series to be honest. So it's yeah, amazing feeling. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Anyone you want to credit with getting to this result?
Well, myself, of course, no. I think I want to thank the organizer. Great setup as well. Yeah, car felt amazing to drive. No, yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, that's for sure. How do you feel about next week or 2 weeks from now at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Yes. Also a track I haven't driven on before, so I'm gonna try to practice a lot at least in the upcoming 2 weeks. And if I keep going like this, I think a title fight might be possible. But I'm usually better at the regular tracks like the road courses and the street courses, street races. So to have a second place on an oval is actually amazing.
Well, thanks for hearing from you. Eddie, what's your feelings about the rest of the schedule? Well, other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of oval races on the schedule. So I guess I'll have to practice a lot on all these new tracks which I have never been to before. So yeah, I guess we'll see what the season brings.
Well, that's Road and F-Tink. Back to you, Kenneth.
So F-Tink in his first start with the best career run, second place here at Homestead, Miami. Let's catch up with the third place finisher tonight, Fyodor Dovchenko. All right, well, no word from the driver of the 69, at least for right now. I'm going to try to fix those technical gremlins. Sometimes Discord is a little hard on us, so not as easy to get interviews. But nonetheless, to recap, the 69's run of Dovchenko, a fantastic race put together. And even on the undercut strategy, on an old set of tires and a different fuel strategy, he was able to pit at the right time when it mattered, under green, recycle in the right place, and most importantly, hold off a hard-charging Marcos Teixeira, who the 86 car had great pace in those final few laps. But it was all in the hands of Dovchenko, who comes away with third place points. And just like the front-running two ahead of him, they will have a lot of great things to talk about come New Hampshire Motor Speedway in 2 weeks' time.